In this video, we're going to talk about testosterone. We're going to talk about how to naturally boost it. So, if you're ready to get started with that, let's dive right in. Hi, I'm a doctor, and today we are talking about the big T, testosterone. Now, testosterone is one of those things that gets a lot of attention when it comes to the men's health space. So I want to just start off by saying there's nothing wrong with taking testosterone. If you have a legitimate medical reason, your testosterone is low, you have a good reason to take testosterone. That's not what we're talking about in this video. This video is for those people who maybe their testosterone levels are normal, but they want them to be higher because they feel like they're not performing at their best, mentally, physically, sexually, or any combination thereof. So let's start off with get some sunshine. Now, it's important to realize that our bodies weren't meant to be inside all day, every day. Evolutionarily, we're supposed to be outside. And with sunshine comes vitamin D. Vitamin D is a very important vitamin, not just for your bones, but for so many different things, including testosterone production. So make sure you get some sunshine. And remember, sunscreen blocks vitamin D absorption. So, if you're going to use sunscreen, use it sparingly. Maybe use some other protective clothing as well. But get some sun. Number 2 is exercise. Exercise has been shown to increase testosterone levels. But exercise has to be done correctly. I always tell my patients, you want to find an exercise program that you can stick to. It's better to do 30 minutes of exercise 3 times a week than to do 2 hours of exercise one day and then not exercise for the next 5 days. So find something you can stick to. And when it comes to testosterone, it's also important to realize that we don't want to overtrain. Overtraining has been shown to actually decrease testosterone levels. So make sure you're getting enough rest, especially for your muscles. If your muscles are sore, that means they're repairing themselves. They're getting stronger. And that's exactly what we want. But if they're sore for too long, then we start to see a decrease in performance, both from the person's perspective and from a physiological perspective. Number 3 is diet. There's a few things in diet that are important for testosterone levels. The first is zinc. Zinc is a very important mineral, not just for testosterone production, but for sperm production, sperm health, and prostate health. So make sure you're getting enough zinc in your diet. Good sources of zinc are oysters, beef, pork, chicken, fish, and shellfish. Another thing that's important is vitamin D. We talked about that in the sunshine category, but it's important to realize that vitamin D isn't just in sunshine, it's also in foods like fatty fish, vitamin D, fortified milk, and even some mushrooms. And lastly, we want to make sure that we're eating healthy. So saturated fats, trans fats, added sugar, these have all been shown to decrease testosterone levels. So really, the best way to approach this is to just eat healthy, whole, unprocessed foods. Number 4 is sleep. In fact, testosterone production increases with sleep. The more you sleep, the more testosterone you produce up to a certain point. After that point, it starts to level off. But most people are in getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night that we recommended to get. So make sure you get your sleep. And lastly, number 5 is stress reduction. Stress has been shown to increase cortisol levels, and cortisol decreases testosterone levels. So, anything you can do to decrease stress will help increase your testosterone levels. Now, obviously, we can't eliminate stress from our lives completely. In fact, I think a little bit of stress is good for us. But if we're feeling chronically stressed, that's when it becomes a problem. So find ways to decrease stress. Some of those ways include exercise, sleep, and diet. All those things that we mentioned earlier, they can help decrease stress, which in turn will help increase your testosterone levels. Other things you can do include yoga, meditation, deep breathing exercises, spending time in nature, and my favorite, spending time with loved ones. So those are 5 things that you can do today to start increasing your testosterone levels. Remember, it's not about having high testosterone. It's about having the best testosterone you can have for you. With these tips, you'll be well on your way to doing just that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe because we've got lots more great content coming your way. Stay strong, stay healthy. I'll see you next time.